Today, the loudest facepalm was ever heard in the anime industry. As the most rom-com way to resolve not having a relationship too early in a series. The characters feel all doki doki. I wonder what those feelings are. Oh, it must be that I love you as a partner in doing this. All these feelings, what do I have? I finally figured it out. It's because I love you as a cosplay photographer. Oh yeah, she's right. I thought those were feelings too, but no, it's because I like working with her. Oh, youth. Oh, the innocence of these children. It's so frustrating, but it's fine. It's fine. Outside of that, episode 5 of 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, really good episode, despite it getting really, really rom-com trope-ish at the end there. We all knew it was coming. They can't have a relationship this early. We still got hundreds of chapters to go through. We can't be having them get on a date. It's just so dumb. It is so dumb. Anyways, yeah. I love this episode because, again, more really cool cosplay stuff. I loved that camaraderie behind the scenes. It just... the feels, it just gives you the feels of how much these people kind of support each other. And yes, finally getting that confirmation that Magino is a good person. This lady was definitely looking out for her. I love her kind of kicking her photographer out there. Go help her out. And he's out there, he's all helping out and everything like that. Then he's like, oh, it's because I get the best spot. It was cool. It was really, really cool. I love the whole, like the first half of this episode was just pure gold. And yeah, a lot of that has to do with Masamune's kind of inexperienced and kind of doing all this stuff. He's supposed to be guiding these people. He's supposed to be supporting her. He just has no clue what he's doing. But additionally, I do like how outside of that, having that little support given to Ririsa to kind of help her with her photo shoot. You have the old and the new. You have the inexperienced people that are taking photography, and then you have the ones that are the deep otaku. Even like Ogino was like, I had a Liliel phase. Like, even though before I was even a otaku, I liked this girl. She was great. She was a great character. We all loved her at some point. And yeah, all these other individuals going, she has no clue what she's doing. She's inexperienced. I do like that. I do like that kind of sign. I mean, in the previous episode, it was showing how all these girls were like, man, you're really good at this cosplay stuff. Are you a veteran at this or whatever? And we all know that she puts a lot of effort into her cosplay. She wants to make sure it's super detailed. And even when she's in front of everybody, they don't think that she's experienced in doing the cosplay shoots, which makes sense. She's the first time doing that. But she's experienced in what she knows. She's knowledgeable. I like how they had like this super geek guy, like, what do you think, man? You're the expert, the pro here. And he's like, yeah, I'll give you some good intel right here. She's not good as a professional. She's good. She's a natural. She's a natural, basically. This is raw. This is her literally nailing each one of these shots because she's so invested in it. But mixed in there, a little bit of a gut punch out of nowhere, which was interesting. And I guess we're already kind of getting into where her difficulties are coming from. Why does Ririsa have a confidence issue? That's really where it's at. And yes, that could be in the fact that this is her first time doing this. She's coming there. But this is confidence issues before now. There was confidence issues before now. It was all around Masamune and her doing the cosplay to begin with. Why is she in that room alone with him, having him do the photography? Why isn't she out there? She looks like she's really good at this. It seems like it stemmed from her parents, or at least her mother. Her mother had issues, took issue with what she was enjoying. She, seemingly, when she was younger, she really enjoyed shonen manga. She was getting into it. Yes, it has all these ecchi moments in it. And it seems like her mother seen the manga and got upset with her. Why are you reading this stuff? This filth. This isn't right. Tell me this is a joke. Tell me something is wrong. And that seems to affect Ririsa. But still, it didn't seem like the writer wanted to get really deep into it now because it kind of resolved very quickly. She's got that confidence issue. It stems from what her mother said. But yet, despite what her mother said, she got into cosplay in secret. But now, because of Masamune, because he pushed me, and that all kind of leads into this entire episode and the punchline at the end, because he pushed me, I got the confidence I need to stand out here. And that's why she gives him the I love you shot. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's that shot. I wish she pointed it at me. It was pointed at Masamune. He was the one that helped me through this. And again, let's all chop it up as her just being super innocent. This girl is too pure that she thinks this is what she likes about him. I love that he supported me. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. I wouldn't have put myself out there if it weren't for him supporting me, because before now, I felt like this is something that I shouldn't do, which honestly is kind of an oddity, because if you think about it, she technically showed that she got into cosplay because she went to one of these conventions, and thus it should be the other cosplayers that kind of give her the bump. But I guess that's because they gave her the bump to do it, Masamune gave her the bump to be public about it. So that's the kind of stretch there. So it's cool. Either way, it's super cool. It was, again, very brief. It doesn't seem like it wants to get too much into it, but I can assume this will be a thing going forward. At some point, I don't know, maybe she might run into people saying that she's not good. It doesn't seem like this case. So far, it seems like everybody loves her. I mean, there's some people there that are like, oh, she doesn't have the professional pose stuff. She's not a professional cosplayer because she's not doing what they expect. It was, and this is actually interesting because if you think about it in the previous episode, I think it was the same guy. The one that was the pro that said that she's doing all these, she's raw, that she's not a professional, but she's doing the poses perfectly. She's the character, basically. She's not a cosplayer. She's the character. It's a big difference there. It's a difference between putting on a performance and being natural to the character itself. And I think that was possibly the guy in the previous episode that said something to the effect of this being boring. Like, when they were watching Magino, they're like, this isn't exciting. Yes, it's the newest thing. It's the newest, hottest thing is this character from the Gacha game, but she's missing something. It's boring. It's the usual. And I think that's probably because she was doing the usual poses. She wasn't the character. Here, Ririsa, is a character. Really cool stuff, though. Anyways, gets his pose. She goes backstage. Everybody's trying to get her socials. She's got no socials. Goes behind the stage. And yes, we have a cute little moment with, I think, showing like how cosplayers have difficulties. They all face difficulties in their daily lives. It was a cool little kind of run through, like I think it said at the end there that was like a cosplay storytelling is over or whatever. But like each one of them having difficulties, like, yeah, the one that dresses up as boys, having the difficulty of even her mother thinking that she has like 7 boyfriends. And she's like, at least dump the one with the jacket. Like, I'm fine with the fact that you have all these boyfriends, but can you please just dump that one first? That's the only concerning one. It was cute though. I mean, yeah, the putting the wig in the water, letting it soak in there, and the wig falling onto the TV and stuff like that. All these horror stories that come from doing cosplay. It was cute. I loved it. But again, that support, everybody supporting her, kind of giving her a boost up. Her talking about her own issues that she has with her body type, which is definitely going to be a thing. I mean, they're all obviously thinking that she got the perfect body. What worries can you have? Well, I have my own worries because a lot of things that I wear make me look fat. And then we get what she sent Mikari. Mikari, when she talked about that before, I thought Mikari jumped to action because she was afraid that she'd wear like a Virgin Slayer sweatshirt. But no, it was that what she sent was pretty bad. She was still cute, but yeah, she has no fashion sense. The girl, unfortunately, has no fashion sense, which makes sense because we've only really seen her at school. She's got a uniform. You can't really mess up a uniform, but you can mess up casual. That was cute, though. I love that whole segment. So, yeah, then she realized that she got to return her, not Ponsu, don't call him Ponsu, got to return the Ponsu to the elf lady, going out there, get a little bit of idea of people wanting to separate their lives with their cosplay life, calling out. I like how these ladies all help him out. Where's the elf lady? Elf lady. She's like, please stop. But yes, this is kind of a sign of kind of growing out of it. I think through this character, we're sort of seeing that growing out of cosplay. And the idea that this lady seems like she's an inspiration to Ririsa. And this other lady was an inspiration to Ririsa. But the problem here is that we're kind of seeing that area where people start to grow out of it. They feel like they have to move on. I mean, even with the elf lady, she's talking about the idea that I want to keep my work life and cosplay separate. Don't yell out elf girl, because then possibly my office worker nearby are like, why do they call you elf girl? She doesn't want her office workers to know what she's doing. This is something that she's doing on the side. And it seems like her coworker, the one that Ririsa really looks up to, has left it behind. She has grown up. The manga kind of words it as that, you'll understand when you get older. The anime more puts it in the idea of they got a job. They moving on with their lives. They are leaving this behind. They're wiping their hands clean of this. They're moving forward with their lives. And that's, again, an unfortunate thing that a lot of people have to face at some point. Are you going to let that behind? Are you going to keep to it? Obviously, for me, I kept to it. I kept to my anime love. I'm the type that if you love it and you're being a responsible adult, why would you not just keep doing it? If it's something you love, keep doing it. This isn't, it doesn't have some sort of time bracket, then you're allowed to do certain things. If you love something, do it. If you love cosplay, who cares if you're older? Yes, I know that a lot of people have difficulties in body type, getting too old. You're less desired on this stage if you are older. That kind of stuff is always going to be a struggle. But if you enjoy it and it's something you're enjoying doing, why not keep doing it? No matter what age you are, if you enjoy doing cosplay, keep doing cosplay. There's cosplay. There's characters you can cosplay at any age. Unfortunately for anime, there's not many older characters. Anime does not like old characters. They're not popular, but there's still a lot of characters that you can cosplay as, and who's to say that if you're older you can't cosplay as a younger character? It's always going to be there. So, but it is technically getting to that, the idea of leaving something behind, and I like that Ririsa doesn't let that keep her down. It doesn't bother her as much as presumably Masamune presumes. I think she's got a mindset that I just want to see these people again, and she hopes that eventually she will run into this person again. Like, I'm going to keep cosplaying. Hopefully, eventually I'll see her. And that kind of does sort of flag a possibility they'll get into, is maybe possibly Ririsa doing a great cosplay. One day, I'm assuming this elf lady is going to end up in going, look, Ririsia's there. Her cosplay is amazing. I'm going to invite my friend. She needs to see Ririsia's outfit. And then when she brings in there, she sees Liliel or something like that, she's going to get inspired to get back into cosplay or something like that. It's already kind of flagging that. But anyways, yeah, that all wrapped up with the stupid rom-com scene. Stupid rom-com scene. Going into the train, thinking that she's upset. And then she says, no, I really like this. And I love you as a photographer. Thank you so much for encouraging me. Yeah, she loves me as a photographer. That's what this feeling is. I love working with her. That's exactly what it is. It's stupid. It is so stupid. It is so rom-com. It's so stupid. We all roll our eyes and move on with our lives. We don't really care that much. We knew it was coming. I was sad to see that she didn't sell any copies. And again, I was really hoping that maybe Masamune would kind of step up and go grab his stuff, because they were even asking about the Cosroms later on. They wanted to buy them when they were in the hallway. It's like, why didn't you just kind of step there and kind of start selling them? Again, I kind of, my only assumption before was that they designated area that you have to, in the booths you have to do sales there, and you can't do them outside of there. But they were asking about them in the hallway. They could have been asking for sake of buying them later, but it's like, come on, Masamune, you could have been divvying the. He wasn't helping with the situation. I know he was trying to get photos, but it's like, you could have just like dropped there and go around there, get the thing, go, hey, here's our Cosrom. You want to buy one? Like, come on, Masamune, support. Like, he failed miserably at supporting her in this entire ordeal, which I kind of wonder if he'll wonder about that later on. Like, I didn't really support her much. Like, I didn't help her with the line, with the semicircle, getting everything established there. Really did nothing. I mean, he did encourage her to get out there, but still. Anyways, that's my thoughts on episode 5 of 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit that like button down below, comment, let me know the episode. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe before you leave. If you like this content and you want to support the channel more, I have links in the description below. Greatly appreciate it if it does. Until next time, you'll take care.